Hey everyone, Nicholas here. I want to take a moment to talk to you guys about specifically what happens if I cannot qualify for a mortgage right now. So, first of all, if you can't qualify for a mortgage right now, first thing to know is that it's actually quite common. Many people, when they apply for a mortgage, are not able to qualify right away, which is really a normal thing, especially if you've never applied for a mortgage before. Really common and happens to a lot of people. And most lenders, if you're working with a good lender, are really good about explaining exactly why you might have been denied a mortgage and that you don't qualify yet. And they're usually, if you're working with a good lender, are helpful in helping you understand how you can improve your credit or set yourself up in a position to actually qualify for a mortgage uh, later on down the road. So here's my 2 cents on it. One, if you are denied for a mortgage or you're not able to exactly qualify quite yet, there's a couple things you can do. One, call the lender. Call the lender and ask why, so you get some good clarity. Now, the lenders that I'm going to connect you with, that I would refer people to, they're usually good about giving those answers pretty good, pretty right away. So hopefully they've already contacted you. But if you haven't heard from them and you've been denied, reach out and just inquire as to why. So check in on that. Number two, make sure your credit is actually accurate. If there's been fraudulent activity or something's wrong with your credit report, that can affect your credit score. So make sure that it actually is accurate information. Now, let's say that your credit score and your credit report is actually accurate. There's no fraudulent activity or something wrong with it. Then number three, go ahead and do what the lender tells you to do. So one of those things might be paying off debt. Maybe you've got a car loan or some debt or something that's getting in the way of you being able to qualify for a home. Maybe you've got some credit card debt or something that's getting in the way. All that's going to add to your debt to income ratio, and the more debt you have, the harder it is to qualify for a loan, or the lower your mortgage amount is going to be able to be. So you're going to have less buying power when you go to buy your house. So one, you can pay off debt. Two, make sure you're just paying bills on time. So in this waiting period, let's say you're denying a loan, and let's say they say, come back to us in 6 months. Let's reapply in 6 months. In this waiting period is a time for you to basically prep for that qualification. So pay off debts, pay bills on time. Make sure you're paying bills on time, and make sure you're building up savings as well. You have some savings and you have some assets, because lenders are going to look at what assets do you have in place, what kind of savings do you have in place. What kind of job do you have? Is your job is it providing enough income for you? And two, have you been at a job consistently? Sometimes lenders will deny you basically because you haven't been in your job long enough. So you haven't been in your job long enough. Not a problem. Just stay at your current job. Lenders look for consistency a lot. So those are some things you can do as you're waiting. And waiting isn't always a bad thing. Waiting gets you ready for the future. And then a lot of times you're even in a more stronger position when you go to buy that home. So hopefully that's helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to text or call me with anything you might have. And feel free to subscribe for more first-time home buyer information. Thanks.